What is the crack, ladies and gentlemen? It's Gibbo. We're here with another episode of the Long Dark Wintermute thing. Hey, I'll do it! Okay. I forgot that you have to leave this shit indoors for it to actually work. And our guy is now, not in a good state of affairs. We have a hypothermia risk here, so I'm actually going to get another fire going, just so we can get rid of this hypothermia risk. And I am going to use a book in order to be able to do that. We slept for a couple of hours by the looks of things. I think we got about 5 or 6 hours. It's daytime again, which is nice, so we can see. The blizzard is blowing over, but because it's early morning, it's fucking freezing. So we're going to get a fire going now. Get our heat back up to where it needs to be. And we'll find something that we can do in the interim here in order to keep ourselves busy. Probably going to consume some of our non-perishable goods just to keep our guy topped off. And then we're going to push out again and try and get the fuck out of here. We'll probably only need one of these, to be honest with you, to fully recover. I'm not going to push out just yet. We are going to drink our sodas, I reckon. No, we'll drink the H2O. Try to avoid using things if I don't have to, as much as possible. We're quite low on calories, actually. We have a lot of shit that we can eat, but I'd rather not eat them unless I have to. But, like, fuck it, you know? Like, if we need it, we need it. You have to bear that in mind as well. There's no point in not eating things and dying as well. Like, there's a bit of a give and take. So, right, we can't actually use this shit yet. And our sprain has been cured. We're no longer at a hypothermia risk, which is nice. It's always nice. We're leaving that rabbit here. It's a waste of weight. The gut is potentially useful, but like, realistically speaking, we don't need any of that. I'm going to pop my head outside to see what the damage is. Right, it tends to refresh the sticks in the immediate area when there's been windy weather like this. So I'm just going to try and find some nice easy fucking to grab sticks. Or, you know, not. Whatever. It's fine. I didn't want sticks anyway. Oh, yeah, it's quite cold. Quite cold. Quite shitty weather to be outside now, to be honest with you. So we should actually probably just stick inside until it blows over a bit. Oh, yeah, look, we're already back down to 0. Holy shit. This is not the time to be outside, Gibbo. Not the time to be outside at all.
I'm so cold.
I'm warming up again. That's not a good place to be. That is not a good place to be. We're gonna get this fire going for like another hour. Maybe even 2. Do I want to go for another nap? That could be an idea. Try and sleep through the weather here. Oh shit, this is actually quite damaged now as well. We don't want this to break. We don't have the materials to actually be able to repair it either, so that kind of sucks. We have a lot of coal. Could probably get a good fire going with the coal. 7 minutes before the coal can be added. Right. Right. Okay. Five more minutes. Okay, so it needs to be burning for a while before you can chuck coal in. Considering the way that, like, temperature is now at the moment, I reckon we get the fire burning with the coal, which I think it adds on, like, 30 minutes of burn time each. I could be mistaken. And then we'll put down our bed and just go for a snooze. It says 1 of 9, but I have 18. So, I don't know what that's about, but I ain't gonna question it all that much. There we go. Good shit. There we go. Nice hot fire. Keep us fucking alive for another little while. And I reckon we'll probably end up going for a snooze. We're gonna eat some of these rushes here now. 150 calories each time. It'll stave off starvation. They don't go stale either, which is nice, but I don't think that's going to be as much of an issue in story mode. And it's also, we're starting to consume some of the weight that we're carrying as well. Save the sodas. Sodas are a great emergency food because it's just so many calories in a fast kind of method of consumption. We're just going to get our guy topped off as much as we can here. Alright, good shit. We're not dying now. How much water do I have? I still have like 3 liters. top us off, which is not very much. It'll probably take a point like 17 or something. 0.6, not even. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the bed back down and go for another 3 hours sleep, which will hopefully get us out of this shit cold snap. The fire will still be going. We can still play if we need to and get some shit done. Okay, and that's going to save. Let's pick this bad boy up. Fire still has like a 2-hour burn on it. Let's pop outside and just see how bad things actually are. Click the temperature thing. How are we doing here at the moment? It's actually not really telling me. It's going down, but it's not speeding down. I think that's okay. I think that's tolerable. I'm loath to like waste a fire like this though. Is there anything that I could be doing? Yeah, those rose hips actually. That's something that we could be doing. And the reishi as well. Yeah, here we'll craft this shit. Might as well use the fireplace while we can. But the only thing is we don't really have food now at the moment, so we kind of need to start pushing out and trying to get more food. A deer carcass would be ideal. And there was a deer down there yesterday, so if we got a chance to partake in a bit of his carcass, I wouldn't say no to it. But, the wolf... Jesus, someone's hoovering outside. The wolves are probably going to be finishing that shit off whenever they get a chance to turn all this shit into stuff. Sun's quite high in the sky now as well, according to this doodad, so... There's a good chance that, it's quite warm. Hey, yeah, it's not so cold now, right? Let's start fucking pushing out of here again. We're a little bit dehydrated, we're a little bit hungry, but it's fine. It's fine. A deer is still there, but again, we have no way of killing it as it stands, so... Like, unless we scare him into a wolf, he's just gonna do his thing there. We're gonna start picking up firewood again as we go along, because we have burned quite a substantial amount of our stockpile. If I see any rabbits, we're gonna tunnel vision on them and actually try and get a kill, because we are quite low on food. But the problem is rabbits don't really give you a whole lot of calories. So, like, if I can kill one handily, GG. If not overly... Oh, there's a campsite, like, right there. Just having a quick look to see what's available to me here. I thought I saw a rabbit running across the screen there, but I didn't. I'm just tripping balls. Tripping balls. We're going to go up to this campsite, I reckon. Seeing as the road looks like it's kind of fucked. And see what goodies there are. I see a signpost over there, too. There's a porta cabin, I think, up here. Was that a footstep? I'm not really certain. Trying to be a sneaky slug here and come up the side. And I'm also trying to keep eyes on down here to see what's going on. Oh, it's not a porta cabin, is it? Oh, it is. No, it is. Small little one. A little cart kind of thing going on here, too. Hydro energy. Okay, right. I hear that. It's a deer that's over there. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Right. Shame we didn't find this yesterday. If we had just pushed on a little bit further, we could have actually spent our night in here in relative comfort, rather than having to expend so much fucking resources to stay warm. But yeah, whatever. It's fine. At the end of the day, we survived. That's the main thing. Gotta check these portaloos before I dip in there. Just in case if there's any goodies on the ground or anything like that. I reckon it's probably the best bet. Anything on the go? So long as those deers are in the area, I reckon we're kind of okay in terms of getting eaten. The wolves will probably track them first. I'm considering smashing up one of these cedar limbs as well. It could be a good shout in the not so distant future. Alright, so this is actually a fire barrel for starting. Alright, that's good shit. Let's pop in here, have a loot. There's probably a bed in here and everything. Fucking... God damn it, Gibbo. First aid supplies. Bit of disinfectant. Don't really need it. to be honest. Don't really need those either. Now we can start kind of disseminating what we do and do not need. Metal shelf. Metal shelf. Can't really see shit, to be honest with you. Tempted to light up a match. We'll take that newsprint and we'll shred that down now in a bit also. I am tempted to spark up a match just to be able to see a little bit better. Nothing up here. No, there's not. Being thorough, because you never know where shit is going to be spawned in. For example, hidden there in the fucking back, like. This is a jerry can. Not so certain that it's immediately useful to us. To be perfectly honest with you, it's kind of like it's a lot of weight. Cargo pants. They're heavy, but it's layers that are going to help us survive. Oh, lovely, a bit of water. Half a liter. Good shit, good shit. Gonna spark up a match. Just so I can make sure that I didn't miss anything. Very quickly, gonna go back over here. And we're just making sure that we've not missed any items. Thought I saw something on top there. I don't think so. Right, we go back over and we'll do this crate. H the holster. What do we got? Beef jerky, water purification. That's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. Okay, right. We actually didn't do too bad there now. We didn't do too bad at all. We're after getting an extra bit of clothing, which hopefully isn't frozen. It's not. We can whack that straight on, which is neat. Our shit here is actually kind of wet. I think these are waterproof. No, they're not. They are not waterproof at all. And neither are our pants. But hey, it's layers, and layers warm up. So, good shit. They're only a little bit wet. They're not massively wet. All of this gear, like. This has got really good resistance, actually. If these socks are in better condition, we'll just straight up wear those. And then we'll harvest these. How long will it take to harvest them? Like 10 minutes? Fucking, we can kill 10 minutes harvesting that to get a bit of cloth. We're staying inside. We're warming up. It's all positive. It's all good. Good shit, right? Start making our way back outside. Keep this place in mind for an emergency kind of stop. If we're kind of boned, we can come back here, jump in the trailer, and go for snooze. There's a fire barrel outside where we can do a bit of cooking. It's all good. Feel like we should probably stay around this area rather than go back to the road. See if we can find any like campsites or anything like that, or maybe some of the dudes that were actually here and loot their corpses. Or have a chat with them if they're actually still alive. You never know. This game does seem to be indicating that there are going to be survivors now, so. Again, grabbing sticks as I go along, because sticks are really convenient and easy to pick up. You don't consume any time doing it. Nah, dude, shut the fuck up. You're such a pussy. You can huff it for a little bit. You're just likely to get sprains and shit and then moan at me, but it's okay. I've got loads of tea to deal with that. I'm ready for your bullshit, Mackenzie. I'm ready for it this time. Okay. That's back down onto the road. Alright, there wasn't really much up here. Oh, we're not taking a deer out with a stone. That's simply not going to happen. We're not going to walk over and be like, hoo-yah! And break its fucking neck. I don't think we're that much of a badass just yet. Give it time. Give it time. But not yet. Quite warm now that we've got these pants. That's going to add on a lot of fucking insulation for us. They're not the best pants in the fucking world, but it's better than nothing as it speaks. Or as it were right now. And they have absolutely no water resistance at all. Oh, wait, church. And it said there was going to be people trying to hole up in the fucking church. So we're going to get there. And there may actually be survivors. Or a whole lot of corpses. Either way, it's good for us. Probably the corpses, because then we get more goodies. Realistically speaking. I see a deer carcass over there, too. I just want to have a look over here to see if there's any more kind of like little cabins or anything like that. Oh, there's the road. It's worth a look. We're not in danger territory. We're actually warming up here as it stands. We're probably going to end up heading that way after we get in here. So I reckon we're just going to follow the road down to the church here and just see what's what. See if Alice made it. Hand her her letter and be like, hey, Alice, got your note. I still think Alice was that bitch back up in the fucking little creek. Fucking hell, man. There's wolves everywhere. Oh, no. No, 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 no. There was a deer over there, too. I think we're going to have to do a bit of a fucking James Bond jobby here into the back. Yeah. Yeah. That's what's going to happen. Okay. Come around the back. And, try and run in from the side. Grab a couple more sticks. Just for firewood. There's deer and shit like that over here. The wolves should go for them. Or I could scare them into the wolves. The wolves would take them out. We're at the front of the church there. There might be like a way in where we don't have to aggro those fuckers. Man, there's so many wolves here. Jesus fucking Christ. It's warm at the moment, so actually harvesting this deer over here could be a good shout. There's a wee rabbit here too. I fucking nailed this cunt with a stone, now we'd be doing well. All I want is the meat off and I'll drop the body there and then on the spot. Bro. Okay, I'm down with that. Yeah, no, I didn't think so. Whatever. I'll take venison over rabbit any day of the week. Even if a non-video game context, actually, I'd always take venison over rabbit. If I can. Like, I'll not say no to some snack food. He's totally gonna aggro those fucking wolves, dude. I feel like this is worth putting an hour into at least. But we'll try 45 minutes and see where we're at in terms of this. And this. How are we looking? It's cold, but it's not, like, deathly cold. Fucking asshack, give up, right. No, fuck it. Come on, let's just get the rest of it. Let's get all of it. Let's risk it. Oh, the wolves now are going to smell me. Can't get the hide, really, can I? No. Kind of need to start thinking about, place the bed down for the night. And we're quite stinky now because we've got meat on us. Which I think is what the 3 little bars in the middle actually represent. Music kicking in. That's always a bad sign. Right, I reckon we're going to try and get into the back of this church. Get a fire going. Cook up this venison. GG. There's no back entrance. I think that wolf is actually tracking on the rabbit. There's one over there to the right. I see that one. There might not even be a way in this church. I could run around here to the front and there might literally not even be a door. It could just be like a static object, like some buildings in Arma. Wee little rabbit didn't die. We just go for it.
Church looks like it could be a good shelter.
Fuck yeah, dude. Haul ass. In we go. Fuck you, Mr. Wolf. He's right there. We'll deal with that in the morning. Whew. Cardboard box. I wonder if there are going to be any incidents like Fluffy. Oh, there's actually a bed in here. There's a wee little organ, which is kind of fucked. Burn a couple of Bibles. Pastor's note.
It's like sandpaper.
My tongue feels like sandpaper. Let's quickly read what his note is. Dear parishioners, it is with a heavy heart that I inform you of the Archdiocese's decision to withdraw me from St. Christopher's Parish due to lack of activity. Though there have never been more than a few of you in recent years, your dedication to the church and support of my efforts here will not be forgotten. Henceforth, services will be available via Skype only. Continued Latin lessons also. Please accept my apologies. God bless. Father Francis McGill. Why does he have to be fucking McGill? Scottish or Irish name there. Yeah, we'll take it. Why not? Fuck it, dude. Collectible things. We'll take these books. We're gonna set fucking fire to them. The word of the Lord ain't gonna fucking do you a whole lot of good in the apocalypse, dude. The pillow we can rip up for a bit of cloth. It'll only take like 11 minutes. Do it. Can use that to repair my shit. You gotta face the cold, harsh realities of survival. Can I start a fucking fire, like, on this lectern? Is that... I think that's what it's called. You can totally get a fire going in here. Cannot start campfire indoors. But there's one right here. Just saying, game. Just saying. I call you out on your bullshit right there. I'll call you out on your bullshit right there. Not using any of the accelerants because we're not in an emergency situation. It's weighing a lot. It's taking up a lot of room in our inventory. I understand that, but we're not fucking stuck. And until we're stuck, I'm not going to use it. I'm prioritizing the use of that for a later stage. Lots of books, lots of newspaper, lots of reclaimed wood here. We'll be able to get a good fire going, cook up all of this venison, and look after our dude. Okay. Let's add pretty much all of these sticks for now. We're going to pick up all of this goodies here. Here's a hymnal. Let's read the text. It's actually a hymnal. Desire, so this, I don't read Latin, Quantus, English, right. Day of wrath and doom impending, David's word with Sibyl's blending, heaven and earth and ashes ending. Oh, what fear man's bosom rendeth, when from heaven the judge descendeth, on whose sentence all dependeth. Wondrous sound the trumpet flingeth, through earth's sepulchres it ringeth, and all before the throne it bringeth. Death is struck and nature quaking, all creation is awaking to its judge and answer making. Yeah, fucking bring it, why not? Make myself look like a fucking psychopath, whoever finds my corpse. I like how they've stacked up all of the wood and shit. Requires a hatchet to break down. My kingdom for a fucking hatchet. Have we missed on a hatchet somewhere? So that's what that makes me suspicious of. It makes me suspicious that I've missed out on a hatchet somewhere. Oh, a bit of accelerant. Metal pail. Can't really do anything with it. Newsprint. And again, we're taking... Oh, there's a flare, which means I can scare that wolf off of that body out there, which is GG. All this reclaimed wood. We're going to add a bit on. How long does this actually add in terms of burn time? 20 minutes. I'm going to burn a couple of books, so guys. We've got too many on us. That's realistically why. The chair, I shouldn't need a hatchet to smash up. Yeah, I only need an hour to do that. We're going to fuck all three of these onto the fire now as well. We're going to keep this fucking... Actually, will I? I don't really need it to keep burning all fucking night. Let's start cooking some food. We've got a fair bit of gamey venison. And we want to get going. We're going to lose condition, but again, it's only a sliver. Only a sliver. I'm not too pushed about it. When this goes into the red also, that's when we're kind of boned. We kind of want to start dealing with it. It's nighttime here now at the moment, so we'll sleep through the cold morning and into the day.
So hungry in my life.
I have, bud. You're not that hungry. You're good. You're good. You'll manage. And when you finally do get a chance to eat something, you'll feel fantastic. It's not red yet. You're fine. You're not dying. And again, we're only losing a small amount of condition each time here. Weather outside is shit. I don't know if you fucking guys can hear it, but that sounds ominous. That might actually drive off the wolf. Gonna cook up these mushrooms as well. Like, have it all ready. Why the fuck not? We have an abundance of painkillers. I'm not picking up any more of those for the time being. So we're making all of these into reishi soup. I think they're antibacterial. Or Yeah, antibacterial, I think would be the phrase for it. So, like, they're probably good for, like, infection and shit like that. Probably use them as opposed to the antiseptic, which we could probably then ditch. But I don't know, there might be, like, a trade option or something like that. We might be able to actually trade someone in the town goods and get goods then consequently. So, I'm loath to just drop shit. Because you never know when it might actually be useful. We don't know exactly the full circumstances that we find ourselves in just yet. Gonna eat up the half-kilo ones, because that shit's annoying. And get our guy nice and full. We'll probably end up eating pretty much 90% of this fucking deer, though, to be fair. Gonna save the flare until it's absolutely necessary to fucking use it. I don't think we're gonna come across that circumstance in the immediate future. Just yet. Could probably do another liter, to be honest with you. Yeah. And we're gonna need a liter in the morning too. Yeah, we're gonna melt up another 2 liters, so... Because we're gonna need water for our brekkie. I think that's our best bet. I actually have water purification tablets. So let's use those instead. Why not? It's not really wasting any time on this. We're still in front of the fire. And then what I'm going to do now is very quickly, before we go to bed, we're going to pick up a torch. And we're going to go for a wander. And we're going to try and find any other goodies that we may find. Can't burn the pews for some reason. Kind of frustrated by that. Not going to complain too much. Nice cotton toque. Good shit. Can't chop up any of these planks. Another newspaper roll. We will shred all of that into tinder in the morning to get those extra right swipes. More fleece mittens, which we're probably also going to shred, realistically speaking. I don't think they're as good as the wool ones. Thought I saw a bit of cloth or something there a second ago. Oh, it's an actual priest's, like, an actual cloth that they use for the religious-y stuff. That seems a bit grim. But again, survival. You know, fuck it. Me or a piece of cloth and somebody's, you know, religion. I'm gonna pick the piece of cloth and me every fucking time. It's the way it is. It's the way it is. Probably helps that I'm not the most religious person in the world. I'd probably shred that shit through, to be honest with you. Not out of spite or anything, but just more so out of, it's useful. Feels bad, man, about that organ. I play piano. I know it's not a fucking organ, but, you know, rip. Rip piano. Okay. Right, I reckon we're gonna go for snooze. We're probably gonna give the guy the full 8 hours. Let's get him up to full rest. And then we'll deal with the consequences of this now in the morning. Let's see how we're looking. Right, so now it's back into the daytime. It's early in the daytime. We're still nice and warm in here, and we have looted this entirely. So now it's just a case of what's waiting for me outside. And I think... Surrounded by snow, nothing to drink. Oh, he's just thirsty. That's all that is. We're going to eat as much of this food as we can, so that way we don't stink as much. And let's drink some of this water. Again, shedding some of the weight off of us. Because we are starting to... We're hoarding a bit here now at the moment. I should have dropped this shit, so that way it started curing. That was an error. I'm going to drop this singular reishi mushroom, because we don't really need that as it stands. Very quickly, also going to harvest these, because the weather sounds shit outside, but if that drives that wolf away, that might be a good snipe to get that bit of food. How's this cotton toque? We're going to go back. We're going to go we're going to go into the cloth menu. Clothing menu, rather. It would lower our water resistance. Both of them are in a shoddy state, but this has more water resistance. But that has more temperature. I think actually repairing this and... Oh, the wool though, man. I'm uncertain. I'm uncertain which would be better there. Yeah, I'm not sure what the right call is there now, to be honest. Don't think I can repair these. I'd need cured leather. Fuck. Right, will we get that off like driver's gloves and like those brogy kind of shoes? Simple, not as warm as wool, but better than nothing. I think this is the right course of action then. Repair the scarf. I could be wrong on this. I don't really know mechanics 100%. +1. Yeah, I think that was the right. I think that was the right call. We're gonna harvest this bad boy. The wool has a bit more water resistance as well, so it's good. Okay, and what I'm doing here, if you haven't guessed, is I'm trying to just consume shit that we don't necessarily, like this, that we don't necessarily need. Like this liter of shite, like we don't need that. We're carrying 4 kilos of coal. Again, we don't need that. We might stay here for a little while just to kind of get on top of things. Please don't be there. There was a blizzard. You should have fucked off. Fuck. Let's go for a loot. Temperature's rapidly dropping here as well. There's a car there. You know there's good shit in it, dude. There's something on my right. I'm not very stinky, but I am a little bit stinky. So we're just gonna back the fuck up. Till we work out what and where it is. That wolf ain't gonna fuck off, unfortunately. Cheese it. Oh, I'm gonna try and get to the rabbits here, or the deer, and use that to lose aggro. No, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think we're in for a knock, folks. Yeah, look, he might, yeah, he's gone on the rabbits. He's gone on the rabbits. We're just gonna dip. No, we're gonna go the other way. Go the other way, go the other way. Because he's gonna start eating the rabbits, and he's gonna fuck off and leave me alone. I think that was the second wolf. I don't think that was the first one. We might have gotten him off that carcass, though. If that's the case, that could be an extremely good thing for us. Let's get away from this fucker. I don't want to be dealing with this fucker's noise. Gonna holster this in case I accidentally light it. That would be rip. Gather some of these cattails. I should probably get back inside until the weather improves. To be perfectly honest with you, it's still really... Oh, he's still busy over there. Right, well, listen, we're after getting one wolf out of the way. And if it's just the one that's stuck in the carcass, then GG. We can kind of walk by here with impunity. I'll probably want to split the stack of the rushes and leave some of the heads. Actually, that's what we're going to start doing. We're going to start not taking those. We're going to take that. We're going to leave that. And again, take that, leave that. We're going to leave the heads there because we're not so fucking stuck for tinder. Other wolf is still there. Right, so it was... We managed to lose one. Not the tutter. We'll walk around this way and then we'll just kind of keep going. Or will I? It is extremely cold. I don't think he'll aggro on us from over here. He shouldn't. We're quite far away. We can hide in the car if we need to. One in the back. Jump into it here. Let's have a quick look. Check the visors. You never know. There could be goodies there. There typically isn't. Okay. Nothing else in here. You know the good shit is in the car next to him, don't you? Like, that's where the good stuff is that we probably need to survive. Or thrive, rather than just survive. What we're doing right now is surviving. But we're not thriving. That's where I want to get to, is that point. See, a battery like that you could use to actually fucking start fires and shit, dude. Like, I'd totally rob one of those and use that to start, like, my next 20 fires. Fuck. Like, if you connect the two ports together with, like, a piece of metal, it can start, like, a fire. You know that trick with, like, tinfoil and shit? And, like, tinfoil is in abundance in the world. Metallic things are also in abundance in the world. Like, you wouldn't struggle to find the materials you need. Oh, there's a town. You wouldn't struggle to find the materials you need to do what I'm talking about there. I thought I saw a town. I guess I didn't. I see a big sign for a town, though. Now, again, we don't have a hatchet, so none of this is fucking useful to us. I thought that was a knife, and I got so fucking excited. Rip, dude. That fucking blows. Right. Someone went off-road here. Thought I saw a wolf coming up behind me there. I got a bit panicky. You know the good shit is in the back as well, man. Yeah, okay. Figures. Don't have a pry bar. Can't really make the best of it. We could probably come back after we find one later on. I don't know how much, like, story mode this is going to be, whether or not we'd actually want to do that. What I've found in sandbox mode is a lot of the time that has actually proved to be quite beneficial to make your way back and actually loot things that you've gone past of that nature. Bit of cedar here. We should. 'Cause it's easy firewood, like. Fairly easy firewood. Grab all this shit. Keeping an eye out for caves and things where people may have holed up for the night and not survived, so I can take advantage of them. We got really lucky with that wolf there, that we lost him to the rabbit. That was, I actually think that's him over there, plodding back to wherever he was. He's probably finished eating the rabbit now. You might get a little bit of meat off that carcass, but is it really worth?
My fingers feel numb.
Shut your fucking mouth hole. You're fine. You are fine, sir. Let's check out the name of the town. I think it's in Milton. Milton. Established 1911. Neat. 5 years before my country's War of Independence. Oh. Any goodies down there? Again, check the nooks and crannies. Did I hear barking? Check nooks and crannies, because there tends to be goodies. And then there's buildings here. We should prioritize looting these over everything else. There's also a river, like a creek going this way. This seems like the most obvious progression, is to head this way. Which makes me think that it's full of wolves. Whereas that way is more off the beaten track. Which makes me think that it's more likely to be safe. Because that's how games develop. We're getting quite cold, so we do need to get inside. That is just a giant ice cube, I'd say. There's rabbits roaming here.
Anyone out there?
Is that us shouting? There's something dead up ahead here. Public notice. Due to the recent seismic activity, the underground water mains have been shut down. An outbreak of E. coli exposed several faults in the system. Using bottled water until further notice. Cool. Right. Can I climb this? The answer is no. Okay. What's this thing?
This whole area looks like it's been abandoned for a while.
Shit. We're at risk of hypothermia, so we're just going to jump into the first building that we can see here, which is this one. Just get a bit of heat into the bones. And we'll do a proper loot once we stabilize.
Smoke from the chimney. Somebody's home.
Oh yeah, well, they've got a fire lit. Let's fucking partake in a bit of whatever they've got to share. I'd love a hatchet. I reckon this is probably going to spawn a cinematic. Quite likely.
Hello? Anybody here? Holy sh! Wait! Hold your fire!
Come closer, stranger.
What the
Okay.
fuck?
Just take it easy.
Okay.
Why are you here?
Because you've got a fire, you mad
I
bitch.
saw the smoke from your chimney.
Mainlander?
What?
Thought so. Mainlander. Outsider. I don't recognize your voice. And you haven't left like the other cowards, so... Must be a Mainlander. Someone who doesn't know any better.
Crazy blind bitch with a
Right,
gun.
I crash in the mountains nearby.
Sounds likely.
Listen, Could you maybe point that gun somewhere else?
You think because my eyes are covered, I can't see you? Make the wrong move. Say the wrong thing. You'll see how good a shot I am.
Crazy fucking lady with a gun.
I don't doubt it.
Not good. She's not aiming at us. Now we take her out and take the gun.
If you're here, things must be worse than they thought.
Okay, so we actually got options for dialogue. I'm going to ask about everyone else. You said everyone is gone. What happened here? 5 days since the lights in the sky. 5 days of hell. First they thought they'd be safe, and then they realized they weren't ready for the end, so they fled. None of them will make it. How do you know? I mean, you can't. See? No, I can't, but I know what I hear. Sooner or later, all their words, all their lies find their way up to me. What the fuck? Where am I? What is this place, this town? This is Milton, a small town in the mountains. You're far from home. But where are we on Great Bear? My plane went down in bad weather and... You're wherever you're supposed to be, outsider. The Maker in his great wisdom has put you here with me. But what is his purpose? What is yours? What is your quest? I'm looking for someone. She crashed with me, but I think she walked out. Would have been when the lights first appeared. I'm not interested in your story, outsider. I'm cold. Prove your worth to me, and I'll think about telling you what I know. My fire will soon be out. Fetch me some firewood, and then maybe we'll talk more. She killed all of them and ate every single one of them, 100%. Who are you? My name's Mackenzie, and you are... The liars call me Grey Mother. So I should... You should call me Grey Mother also. Right. So if everyone left, why are you still here? They're afraid of me. And even if I could have left, I wouldn't. I was born here. I will die here. This is the way it has to be. The way it has to be? You wouldn't understand loyalty, mainlander. More. Okay. House. This is a big house. You live here by yourself? None of your business, outsider. Just stay out of my private things and don't try to steal from me. I'll totally try and steal from you. Or you'll never find out what I know about your friend. Fuel. So fuel, where can I find some? Surely a big strapping man like you can find some firewood in a forest. Right. Okay. Take the axe and the woodshed out back if you must. I know some of the townsfolk cut wood on the edge of town. We get a hatchet. I'll be back. Adrian. More? Others? More? Finished. Come back when you've sorted out my firewood situation if you come back at all. Fucking hell. Right, trust. A hard thing to come by these days. Many people you meet will be suspicious of you, but most of them have needs they may not be able to fulfill without your help. Helping them will earn you trust, which will in turn unlock more useful knowledge, locations, items, and more. Check the character's trust entry in your journal to learn more about them, their needs, and how they can help you. Okay, the Grey Mother. It's literally burning for another 10 minutes, and there's not I can do to change that, I don't think. Right now. Okay, and all of this is in red, so I can probably steal shit from her. Chapter 3, the Grey Mother. Yeah, I can probably whip some stuff, like, if I really wanted to. But she'd probably get pissed at me. Like, is there a way I can sneak and do it? Our hypothermia risk is gone, which is also good. Has this gone down to like 9 minutes? No, it's like a permanent 10 minutes. Okay, yeah. We can't search any of this shit because it's all of her shit. I don't fancy pissing her off just yet. She still has that gun. Can I just... Yoink. Okay. Probably not. Where's the front door? We head back out. She said it was a fire axe out back. Let's go get her fucking wood. Bitch, how do I get out of your fucking house? Oh, it's like right there. I'll walk right past it. Okay, before we do that, let's quickly have a quick bite to eat. Get a bit of food into our dude here. Drink some H2O. And then we'll head on out and get the axe. We have a lot. We've got about a kilo of this bullshit. Antibiotic. Probably gonna get rid of this. Drop that here. Don't need it. Do not need it. Don't want it. We have a lot of matches. A lot of shit that we're gonna rip up for tinder now in a second. We have a lot of these cattail heads. We do have a lot of tinder, actually. We have a fair bit of wood already. Like, I have a bit of fir. 2 cedar logs. We've 6 lumps of coal. But yet... Oh, these are stones. Right, I have 17 stones. We don't need that many. Let's drop 10 of them. That's a significant weight loss there now. It's going to allow us to be a bit more efficient in our trucking. Now, what I reckon we also do, let's start trying to be fucking smart about this. Let's leave our shit in Hergaff. And let's get this curing. Okay. Now it's starting to cure. We're not as limited in terms of weight. Make our way outside. I'm getting that gun. I'm having it. One way or the t'other. Old lady. You shot at me. And she said out back. There's a dead thing over there. Probably in this shed. That's where you typically keep your tools, right? Am I right? Wee little hatchet. Good shit. Search the drawer here in the toolbox. You never know what you get. I'll take it. We'll make like a fucking fishing hook or some shit out of it. That might save us. Oh, that's huge. That's huge. Fucking pry bar, GG. Now the problem is that we don't really have a base of operations from which to operate from. We're kind of on the hunt for our buddy Astrid. There's a lot of buildings around here. That we need to work our way through. So what we could probably do is like pick one to be ours and just live in it. Possibly the credit union. Maybe this house here next to it. Maybe this house across the road from the old lady. There's a deer carcass here. That's good shit. We will definitely partake in a bit of deer carcass not too long from now. We're going to check her mailbox because in 7 Days to Die, mailboxes tend to be pretty awesome. Doesn't appear to be the same here. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a bird or if it was a wolf. Doesn't seem to be in here. Jump into the vehicle. Check the glove box. Ain't nothing. Bit of newspaper. Piney Fresh. Okay, right, we're going to get out. Nothing in this car anyway. We're going to check this house here. We should, like, absolutely savage this area of any resources that it may have. Like, realistically speaking, like, this is a good set of circumstances to find ourselves in. Okay. We have a lot of wood on us. I could just head back and just pile the wood into our thing and then just try... Oh, no. Okay, right. Can't loot that house as it transpires. So we'll do a loop of this one, see if there's any goodies in it. And we'll just kind of methodically work our way through town and just see what we can partake. Again, I think this one's going to be boarded up too. Fucking hell, dude. Rip, man. I'd rip that shit down, bro, and I'd just be straight in. Like, maybe not straight in, but you know what I mean. There. We have a pry bar now, so I could potentially head back and loot all of those other vehicles, but it means dealing with a lot of wolves. That's quite risky. No goodies, nothing. Yeah, right out of this car. That's a bust. Search the trunk. Driving gloves. No. Why do I want driving gloves? Because, shit, I can't reach that stuff just yet. Leather for my boots. My damaged boots. I see the note. I'm going to check that now in a second. Betrayal? I left him like I promised I would. And I waited here like you asked. Where are you? It's getting too cold to sit here. Pick me up at the old post office when you can and let's get out of here. If you don't pick me up by midnight, I'm out of here on my own. Oh, why do I get the feeling that was Alice and the other guy? Oh, they didn't make it, did they? Rip. Rip. Okay. Is that a fucking school? Can I go in here? Built-in credit union letter. Read the text. September 2012. The game was being developed originally. To your members, due to the global economic realities that are well known to you, we are unfortunately unable to remain in operation. All banking services are hereby suspended until further notice. Management. Okay. So. The old credit crash, or the economic crash kicked in. I guess towns like this go to shit. Back in like 2011. We don't really need any more cardboard or anything like that. I've picked up a lot of newspapers that I don't actually need now. We should be focusing on like tools and things of that nature that we actually need to survive. A lantern or something like that we need too. Food mainly is going to be our priority for the time being. Don't need any cardboard box. Don't need a stack of papers. Don't need any of that shit. A gun. Her gun would be good. And we go back and kill the old lady and take her ammo. A whetstone? Fucking. Some people have a mouse on their keyboard. I keep a whetstone next to mine. We'll unlock one of the houses in Milton.
Must be the key to the bank manager's house.
I actually will probably leave those papers behind. They're not really... I saw something there. Search trash can. There we go.
Stuff will come in handy.
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll cannibalize it for cloth. We're not allowed to shred the Canadian flag for a bit of cloth. Just saying, folks. It's not that I hate your culture or shit like that. It's just... You need cloth to survive. 8 minutes. Wastes a bit of our knife. Take it. We'll take it. Actually, could probably do that with our bare hands, actually, if I checked properly. Metal chair. It would be nice to have a light source while I was doing this. If I'm honest. So that way we can actually properly see what's going on around us. Let's get in the back here. We might find like a lantern or something like that. Oh.
Locked.
Can't get in here yet. We need the code. It's probably in the manager's house, realistically speaking, when you think about it. What do we got? Leave it. Leave it. It's probably all paper. Probably all gonna be paper. Lockers tend to have clothing, though. Or... nothing. Okay. Having a listen now for this. It's always a fun minigame. Must be the other way, so. Okay, so 10. Not even. Fuck me, dude. It's like 6. Okay, so 6, 18, 7. Nice and slowly now. Oh, I nearly went off of there. I got a text as well at the same time. Fucking shit. Give me a rifle.
What have we here?
Stack of papers, books. Your money doesn't look like that. I really hope your money doesn't look like that. It was just Tinder. I did all of that for a bit of Tinder. Like, fuck me, man. I love swiping right as much as the next guy, but holy shit, dude. Search the register. Don't give me more cash.
Is it food or...
Yeah, good shit. I'll take it. That's all. That's actually all quite good. A little bit underwhelmed with what we're finding here now at the moment. I don't need to do that. A knife would also be good. Open that shit. Hey, cup of coffee. Come in handier than you know. That's for sleep, I think. Yeah. It even said like sweet dreams on it and shit like that. Oh, tin of coffee. Huzzah, we've survived the apocalypse. I'm actually gonna spark up a match. No. Very rapidly check everywhere here. Just to make sure we've not missed anything pivotal. Fucking lamp would be nice, dude. Oh, rip, I didn't get to check half of this shit. This is gonna be a good one, because it needs a pry bar to open it. You know it's got the good stuff in it. Holster this in case I accidentally spark up another one.
That'll come in handy.
It could. That's quite good. But they weren't made for winter. But they'll be good for fighting animals. I'll take the cloth. Okay. Search the filing cabinet. See what else we can get.
I could use this.
Leave the paper. We don't need paper. That's why I'm not bothered with it at the moment. We've got a lot of tinder as it stands. The boots. Yeah, here, wait, quick. Yeah. No. Ugh. Take the boots. We're going to cannibalize them to repair the boots that we have, which I think are proper winter boots. I think that'd be the best bet. Any notes up here on the wall or anything? It's like the phone there. Cardboard boxes, the chair. There we go. A little soda. We're in the shitter here now. Take it. Fucking free water. Is me worrying about it. Medicine cabinet. Wrong game, Gibbo. Medicine cabinets for 7 days to die. Search the trash. You never know what you're gonna find.
I think I can use this.
Could, but we have an abundant amount of them as it is. Matches are good. Matches are probably gonna be some of the best shit that we come across. Something there. Oh, it's bandage. Good shit. Can never have enough bandages. You can. That's a lie. Metal pail. The broom we can break down to yield a bit of wood. Gonna hit I, actually. We're gonna check what our quest objective is now at the moment. There's a firewood bin outside Great Mother's house. Stock it with fuel. You find around the town. Sticks, firewood, broken down furniture, or coal if you can find any. Right. So the only way we're gonna get information about our missus now is if we fucking or ex or whatever the fuck she is by stocking this bitch's thing up as she's supposed to tell us stuff about her. Right. We might want these newspapers and books, so might actually want them. I'm gonna dip out of here because I have a feeling we're coming back here and we're actually gonna drop off whatever wood we have on us in that bin first. So that way we're kind of progressing then, if you know what I mean. Like, I see the wolf up there. Right, where's this wood bin? Right, so there's a wolf in the town there we need to be aware of. There should be a spot for us to dump wood here. Probably at the side, of course. Or not. It must be in this shed, so. Strange. Either that or it's like one of these wee little houses here. Where do I leave it? Like literally in here? Is this her firewood store? Hang on, explain this quest to me here now. It's outside her house. No, there's a bin. So there should be an actual thing I can click on and drop shit into. To top her off with wood. And it must be this little doodaddy here. Yeah, dude. Yeah, have all that newspaper, bitch. I know you're mad about them stacks of newspapers. They'll burn. Search all containers. Search everything. Search all the containers you find, as you never know when one might hold life-saving supplies. You can also store things in containers to be retrieved later. How much do I need to put in there? Oh, like sticks, all that shit. So we just need 30 items of burnable material. Okay, so she can have the books. Yeah, all of them. This isn't really the most... Alright, no, so it's a certain weight. Okay, yeah, so it's 8.4 of 30. Okay. No, yeah, that still means all the books. Might as well get rid of that shit. I think I heard the wolf being bold there. I'm kind of thinking about my next meal. I think she said she was going to be in the post office, did she not? This has been ravaged. So there is 17 minutes worth of meat to be gathered here. I'll take it, and then I'll back up. So I'm probably stinky now. That wolf is still down the far end there. What we'll do is we'll grab a shed load of the books and shit like that, while we still have a bit of light to see by here. And that's what we're gonna do to satiate her requirements. Is we're just gonna fucking books and newspapers and all of that bullshit. ATMs. I think that's a stack of papers. Hey, it's all burnable. She can take it or leave it or get fucked, and I'll just take that gun off her. You know, whatever. It's all fine with me, darling. Grab all of this crap. I could have swore I saw books in here at some stage too. Should probably be a bit better. No, it's just boxes. Fucking out of that menu, dude. It was just a rock. Yeah, okay. I'm totally skipping things. Like, I'm definitely missing things. I'm gonna take it, and, like, we can deal with it later. What is it, paper? Yeah, fucking whatever, dude. It all adds up. It all adds up. Okay, give me this. Give me that. Stack of papers. Could have swore I saw like more books in here. Need to figure out this code. Get into this bitch. Like, does this have a burn time? It fucking will grab it anyway. Like, it. Have it and not need it. We'll just go with that mantra as per usual. I think that's pretty much everything in here. Probably not going to add a whole lot of burn time on, but something's better than none. I think I saw another newspaper there. Yeah. Good shit. GG. Right, we'll make our way fucking hour here again. Was there anything else in here? I think there was. Why is it saying search drawer? There must be another one here. There we go. Okay, well it's empty anyway, so not that it made much of a difference. Okay, let's get out. That's a cardboard box, not a book. Okay, whatever, it's fine. We'll go chuck all of this into our bin and see where that leaves us. We'll probably get up to like a third out of what we need. I'm keeping my coal. Or will I? When am I gonna need it? Sure, there's gonna be an abundant amount for whatever needs that we're gonna have. So realistically speaking, why am I stockpiling it? And it weighs a lot. Oh, yeah, let's give her the coal. Transfer all. Yeah, whatever. Here, have all of this, too. Get rid of this. Transfer all. Where does that put us? We are 20 out of 30. We are not far from completion. And we haven't even had to use the hatchet once. Not bad. Not bad. Doing good. Shuffle the headset around because it's digging into the top of my skull. I'm going to head over to these collapsed houses over here. Wee little rabbit. If I can nail one of them, actually, like if the opportunity presents itself, I will. Aye, crates. Crates have goodies. They will also give us reclaimed wood. Don't want to use my hatchet if I don't wanna or have to. Takes an hour, but we're getting a fair bit of stuff out of it. Nothing. Unfortunate. Our dude is tired, but like we've got a place to I'm assuming she's gonna let me fucking sleep there, dude. I'm getting you firewood, bitch. Oh, coal. That's going to expedite this a whole lot faster. A whole lot faster.
Can't feel my feet.
Can't feel your feet either, bro. Shut up, everyone. Judge me. Okay. I think we'll head back over. Try and nail a rabbit on the way. And then we will resume our search of the town tomorrow. Our guy is kind of getting tired here now. There's a rabbit just on the other side of this house. He went to the right. So if we go to the right, we can cut him off. We're still near crazy old lady's house. Motherfucker. I have food, so this isn't necessarily necessary. But it would be nice to... get a wee little snack. Alright, fucking whatever, we're wasting time now. We're gonna make our way back. I'll pick up stones to replace the ones I just used. And that's pretty much what we'll do. We'll just replace shit that we've used. Be nice to get that hide off that deer or get a curing, but I don't know how much we're going to be able to use that shit just yet. I'm going to feel like that might also be a time sink. It's got to be enough. Really? Yeah, that's what I think of you, fucking fire bin, you piece of shit. Ah, there we go. Okay, right, and we're gonna put another 4 in. Where does that leave us? I'll fucking break your chair, old lady. I'm gonna fuck your chair up. See how you feel about that. I feel like I could probably grab enough sticks to do this on the free. But we have hypothermia risks, so now I feel like that's probably a terrible idea, and we should probably just, is that wood there? Are they logs, like, literally right on the side? Or is that just a fence clipping through? I think that's just a bit of a fence clipping through. Okay, no, never mind. It's supposed to be like, bitch, you've been holding out on me. You've had firewood the whole fucking time. Put one across. Put one across. Put one across. Back out. Stocked. GG. Could I, like, take all of that back out now and just not deal with her shit? Slow clap at me, motherfucker. I'll fucking shove that gun up your jabs eye, you whore.
So, the outsider returns. You found the fuel. But did you find any answers?
Some. Not to the questions I'm asking.
Wolves, bad weather, and an empty town.
It's just as I told you. They're all gone.
She now trusts me more. Can I have your gun?
What really happened here? Seems like people were here recently. Where did they go? Why didn't they call for help or just drive out?
The power went out. Who knows the reason? People started to get cold, hungry. They panicked, started to talk crazy.
That sounds about right. Nothing more than I'd expect.
Walked here from the highway. Some belonged here. Others were outsiders, like you.
Did anyone see a woman? Brown hair, would have had a tan jacket, scarf with birds on it. Possibly injured.
There was an outsider woman. I heard her pass through. She wasn't alone. There were angry voices and... But the storm was too loud.
Voices?
I lost the voices, and I couldn't get them back.
You need to stop hitting the bottle, lady.
Never mind. You did well with the fuel. Now do the same with food. Or I won't last the winter.
This fucking bitch. This fucking bitch. Okay. Let's ask her about this. Help coming. Surely someone will come looking. Someone will send help, search and rescue, the military, the government. To Milton? No. You don't think help is coming? We needed help 10 years ago, during the collapse, when you mainlanders were sitting pretty, and the others raped our island. Shit. Took what they wanted. We needed help 10 years ago, and it didn't come then. Why would it come now? That was a long time ago. Things are different now. Ha! Not for us. Not for Great Bear. Not for Grey Mother. Fucking bitch. Stop calling me a mainlander. I feel like I'm being called a muggle. You keep calling me a mainlander. Why? You're an outsider mainlander. You're one of them. You don't belong here. Oh, fuck. Forgot to do the voice. Right, but I mean, you sound angry about it. Years ago, when the collapse happened, we lost everything. The young people didn't understand how dependent we'd become. Some people may have accepted dependence on the mainland, but I don't want the scraps from your table. I guess I don't know that much about the history. I'm not surprised. You mainlanders have always been focused on your own story. But the others, is there anyone left in town? After the lights went out, a blizzard blew in. People got scared. Were afraid of being trapped. Or more trapped. They panicked. Some left to see what they'd discover from the outside. And what did they find out? They didn't come back. Dead. Pantry. So I'd hate to ask, but food. The town. It's abandoned. They left me to starve. I'll need food to survive this. Survive until what? I'll worry about that. You worry about finding me food to keep alive. But what if people come back? Won't I be taking what they need to survive? You mean stealing? Maybe so. But it's fair. They stole from me all those years, and now it's their turn. What did they steal from you? Never mind that. Food. Find me food. Ransack the gas station on the edge of town. There's always food there. Oda has a special supplier from the mainland. You're a mainlander, so stealing should come naturally. Fucking bitch. Or, if you're feeling guilty, bring me only what nature has to offer. It'll be more work, but maybe you'll sleep better at night. I'll see what I can do. Bitch, I'm vegan. You go to eat whatever nature gives you. Here, have some tofu. Take the pry bar from the shed, if you haven't already. Oh, she's a quick one. You might need it to get into some of the more stubborn of places. Alright, what's this deal about the angry voices? Can you tell me more about the angry voices you heard? It was windy. The blizzard was already waking up, but I heard yelling, a scream. Later, I heard from the gossips that someone had passed through town in the night. More than one person. A woman and some men. One of the men was found. Found? They found him dead the next morning. And the woman, the one whose voice you heard... Oh shit, wrong one. I'm not sure. The voices were thin, far. The blizzard was waking up. Soon there was only wind and darkness. The scream, could it have been the woman? I don't know. I don't remember. It's all cloudy now. I reckon the food will uncloud her memory. Supplies. A town like Milton. Where do supplies come from? The mainland, of course. Where else? I don't know. Local stuff, farms, producers on the island. Those days are in the past. We became dependent on the mainland, just like you wanted us to. Then, when things collapsed, you cut us off. Until you found things you could take, things you could sell to the others, the ones in the south. Some tried farming, but times were hard for everyone back then. Still are. You aren't the only ones to have suffered. In the cities. Ah, the cities. You got what you deserved. You'll get no sympathy from Grey Mother. You fucking trollop. I'm a city lad. How dare you? How dare you? Outsiders. You said there were others. Other outsiders. Crawled in after the night with the lights. I heard them. Murmurs in town. I still had ears in town. The gossips. They were scared. Some were from the highways. Said there were others. Already frozen. Already dead. They stayed here in town? Schoolhouse. The old schoolhouse. Still had a coal stove. They slept in the house. Waiting. Waiting for mercy. They found it. I don't understand. You'll understand when you find it. Oh, they all died. I reckon that's about all the time that we have for today. This big giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching this video, please leave a like down below and possibly consider subscribing to the channel. If you have any other comments, questions, concerns about anything that happened in this video, leave it down below in the comment section. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Take care, handy.